Look at this signing, and I'm a bit confused because last weekend it was Gyökeres. We're waiting for the here we go still, and then they just pop out and they confirm the signing of Nani Madueke to Arsenal Football Club. Let's have a moment of silence for the confusion and the frustration that all Arsenal fans are feeling right now. However, I do think we're being a little bit harsh. We're treating this guy like he's a bum. He's not a bum, right? He's gonna come in. He can play on the right. He can be a backup for Bukayo Saka. Remember last season, Bukayo Saka got injured. There's no replacement, so he can be a backup for Bukayo Saka. He can also play on the left. He can rotate with Martinelli if need be. And he adds some depth to the squad, right? But at the end of the day, we can see why Arsenal fans are frustrated. They're still waiting for the striker. It seems like the deal is paused. They're still negotiating over. I think it's like extra 5 million or maybe. And that can be a little bit frustrating, but don't take your frustration out on him. He's going to come. He's going to want to prove himself. He's going to want to play. He agreed to the project. He believes in Arsenal Football Club. The most you can do is get behind him. However, if this means that, if this signing means that they just signed their striker and no one else, it's a problem. If Arsenal signs Nani Madueke and they do end up getting an Eze that they're linked to on top of Madueke, then their striker as well, I think they would be okay with it. But if it's just Madueke and they don't sign anyone else, and maybe they just sign a striker and just Madueke alone, okay, that's a big issue. And even I would say Arsenal are not a serious football club.